Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I greet you. Welcome back, welcome back. So there's an update that I want to share with us, and I believe most of you have seen that. If you're following DPM on X, this information maybe you have come across it, but let us just deliberate on it in a better way. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Many of you saw what happened yesterday, during the fundraising. I believe you noticed that we deleted that live stream, and the owner of the platform, of course, has sent us warning, meaning that we need to be very, very careful. What happened is not my fault, because we were streaming from Zoom. So people in charge of that Zoom, they are the one that should have done better. I don't know what happened. I don't know how they controlled it. I don't even know how to handle Zoom, to be honest. But whichever way, we should expect this kind of thing. That from time to time, people will sneak in to push this kind of agenda. You understand? So I'm contemplating because of the warning, and I'm just speaking for myself, okay? Because I don't know about others. I don't think. I believe they must have gotten warning from the owner of the platform, and I don't know. But let me tell you my own side of the story, because after that experience, after the warning, they told me that that I've not done this before. That if it happen again, then their response and the action may be different. So if I tell you that I'm not panicking about it, that means I'm lying to you. So what I'm trying to do now is to come up with another platform, and that platform would be strictly for fundraising. Because the other one that the other one of my platform is, as I'm speaking to you now, is going under scrutiny. They're trying to they've been on that platform for a very long time. That's why we started streaming on it, alone, because there's some issue on that platform that presenting another issue there. It simply means that you are just committing suicide. You know what I mean? So I will come up with another platform, and that platform is going to be for fundraising only and other related activities. I'm not saying we are not going to be saying what I do. We are not going to continue to do what we are doing here. But since we are being warned and is not hidden, we have 3 months to make sure that we live up to the expectation. So in 3 months is not a child play. And those that made those things, that played those videos, they did it deliberately, knowing for a fact that the more they, as they do that, they will come up with another things. They know that we must, if you are free all this one, they know how the whole thing works. So I am expecting them to come back again in a different pattern, because they are very, very dubious. You can even see them coming in with a name known for everybody. They can create an account and give it a name that everybody would have loved to have in their platform. For example, and imagine if you're hosting something, and let me not go there, because I know that if they have that idea, they may utilize it. If they don't have, they may copy it from me. So I don't want to go there. But I'm just trying to tell you that it is quite risky. Why am I telling you all this? Don't be surprised when I come up with that. So some of you that are saying, "Oh, you are creating multiple accounts," yes, because the situation calls for that. The situation calls for that. So please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like I told you, this hour we are going to go straight to the program without hesitation. And DPM made a post, and this post is what we are here for. As you can see on your screen, and this is I think yesterday, yeah, yesterday, being the 11th, okay, 11th July, she made this post. He said, press release, July 11th, 2026, urgent need to protect PM Simon Ekpa from Finland President Alex Tomb and Nigerian sponsored Biafran agent, and relations and the relations surrounding this Simon Ekpa in Finland. So Finland government refused the request by PM Simon Ekpa to help him get help needed for his appeal attached. Okay, the need to work with experts that have information on the danger that Nigerian and Finland pose to not only the United States of Biafra, USB Freedom, but also to PM Simon Ekpa is urgent. The allegations against him are publicly charged, and those surrounding him could be used as tools. International law recognizes the principle of non-refoulement. No one should be returned to a country where they face persecution, torture, or an unfair trial. Finland must uphold its obligation under EU law and Geneva Convention. DPM Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. What this means is just like a warning, sending alert, alarming people that look, there's a plan and all that for PM, to be persecuted or to be given unfair trial and all that. Remember, months ago, DPM also raised an alarm saying that people that were in charge of PM court case in the first trial shouldn't be involved in this second trial of appeal. Have you wondered why people who claim that PM is a problem all this while, all of a sudden, are now sounding as if they actually care? Most of them are saying that, pretending to be reasonable and rational. Why they're doing that? For them to have a very, very playground for them to sabotage him to the end. Those of them have testified in the past that they don't like him, they cannot forgive him. And still the same people now telling you what you must do for PM to be released. How can you trust that kind of thing? Our third video here is a Yoruba man who once called for PM to be fired by any means necessary. And funny enough, he was a serving barrister in Nigeria. So this man, I was told that he's no longer here with us. That after making this claim, then he didn't take much time. He gave up the ghost. As of the time he made the video, he was not pronounced sick. But imagine after making that, it didn't take much time. Then he decided to give up the ghost. Let's hear that.
The case of Ekpa, his arrest is overdue. In fact, I had even well, this is classified. I had actually even encouraged that he should be shot because he was killing his fellow.
You can't shoot someone without trying, and you're alone.
No, you can't. If the person is an enemy combatant, is liable to be shot. I know the law.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that you're advocating for him to be shot.
No,
but you have to have
he had killed
evidence. He's alleged to have done things.
Yes, no problem. But this is just intelligence stuff. It's just a crazy, poorly educated young man. If that's in that case, I am in full support of his arrest.
All right. So that was the man who requested for PM to be fired publicly on a live broadcast in Nigerian mainstream media. He demanded it, and what he needs to understand that what he said here is not just a personal suggestion. This is something that the state is known for. And remember, a couple of months before PM was arrested, it happened that PM, actually made it known to the general public that they have tried to, shoot him behind, trying to assassinate him multiple times in Finland. That it didn't work is because security of Finland as a country, they know what they're doing when it comes to security. The border is well protected, and people trying to penetrate into the country and carry out this kind of heinous crime was stopped by Finland authorities. So it's not something that we say look at and say it's one of one. It's just like by chance. It is actually well planned and well targeted. But the thing is that the environment where PM is not easy for such crime to be carried out easily. If it were to be a banana republic or maybe a country that doesn't really have what it takes to protect its citizens, it would have been like often. But the man who made this claim, who suggested this thing, died mysteriously. I stand to be corrected because that's what I was told. I don't know him in person, but if he still exists, then I'm sorry because that's what people said. Anyway, people that are planning and wishing this kind of thing is not just not because the man is a Yoruba man. We have multiple Igbo people, agents, of course, working day and night, not only on PM, on everybody that they perceive to be an opposite side. They are saying those things, making sure they get the person, eliminated, which is something very, very shocking. You claim to be an Igbo person, you claim to be a Biafran, but you are constantly wishing and planning and plotting this kind of evil, hoping that somehow it will pay you off. This is something people need to understand. Nobody wants to see or to be in a country where lives are not being counted for, where things can be taken so easy that your life can be in hands of your enemy anytime, any moment. You don't know what is next. You don't know what is happening to you next. So DPM raises alarm that some people are trying to make sure that PM is being repatriated. This is not the first time DPM made this kind of exposition, but now it looks so different because of the situation at hand, because of the PM appeal case, because of what is going on. People who once worked with him call him Obato Bie, Miri. They are now telling you that what Obato Bie stands for, his ideology and his effort is actually a terrorist act or act of terrorism. They are demanding for people that work with PM very closely to be jailed and be eliminated. Of course, they say that a lot of things is going on, but many people don't want to pay attention. Some of you do pay attention, but they don't quite understand it in fullness. So there's some people who claim that they are bringing, and not only that they are bringing, they also 100 men, and not only that they are 100 men, they also they don't mind if there's any way politician can get involved. And not only that, they also believe that somehow, by making sure that they elect P2B and things will become, superb by just like that. Some also said that the problem is not even about the freedom. The problem is about those that are getting them the freedom. That that they are what we are going through in Nigeria as a state, it don't really matter. Although it matter, but the first assignment should be getting DPM out of the way, and of course making sure that other Biafrans that are supporting her, thinking like must also follow suit. Some even pretending that PM is no, I'm not going to do anything until PM comes out. Then you ask them why. They tell you that PM is the one getting it right and they want PM to come out. But they are the one restricting people from helping PM. They are the one trying to making money, telling you how much you need to pay for you to hear from PM. Before you talk to PM, you must go through them. And when you eventually go through them and you met PM one-on-one, they also send that spy to stand by to copy and to hear whatever you are saying. What are they actually documenting? So one of the women who went to Finland some time ago claimed that she went there for rioting. What did she do? She submitted a file. Until today, nobody knows the content of that file. And nobody actually have asked her, what was that thing that you submitted? Before she went to Finland, what position does she occupy? What position was she in before she even went to Finland to submit, for her to have that authority submit a document to Finnish government on camera? Not that you submitted it hidden, but this one you did it on while streaming live. These things need to be questioned. And guess what? Her voice is louder than many voices, telling you who this one is a terrorist, so he's not a terrorist. Telling you that somebody is working behind us to support PM. But what you submitted, what you have filed, nobody knows the content. And how shall we that they are not actually doing this? And life have taught us a lesson that sometimes people who raise this false allegation or false alarm are the one actually perpetrating the crime. So by the time you put one or two together, you understand that those of them that are fasting accusing other people actually need to be suspected. But are we paying attention to those things? I'm not sure. Anyway, Christopher Okenwa dropped another line of thoughts on the comment section from the people that PM made, and that one here, his own comment, of course, has generated a lot of reactions. But we are not going to focus on the reaction. Let's go through what he posted. He said the principle of non-refoulement under international human rights law. Under the international human rights law, the principle of the non-refoulement guarantees that no one should be returned to a country where they would face torture, cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment or punishment, and other irreparable harm. This principle appeals to all migrants at all times, irrespective of immigration status. What is the principle of non-refoulement? The principle of non-refoulement forms an essential protection under international human rights, refugee, humanitarian, and customary law in rehab in okay, he said customary law. It prohibits states from transferring or removing individuals from their jurisdiction or effective control when they are when there are substantial ground for believing that the person would be at risk of irreparable harm upon return, including persecution, torture, ill-treatment, or other serious human rights violations. Under the international human rights law, the prohibition of refoulements is explicitly included in the Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhuman, or Degrading Treatment or Punishment, CAT, and the International Convention for the Protection of All Persons from Enforcing Disappearances, ICPPED. In regional instruments, the principle is explicitly found in the Inter-American Convention on the Prevention of Torture, the American Convention on Human Rights, and the Charters of Fundamental Rights of the European Union, international human rights bodies, regional human rights courts, as well as international courts have guided this principle is has guided that this principle is an implicit guarantee flowing from the obligation to respect, protect, and fulfill human rights. Human rights treaty bodies regularly receive individual petitions concerning non-refoulement, including the Committee Against Torture, the Human Rights Committee, the Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination against women and the Committee on the Right of the Child. What is the scope of the principle of non-refoulement? The prohibition of the refoulement under international human rights law applies to any form of removal or transfer of persons, regardless of their status where there are substantially grants for believing that the returnee would be at risk of irreparable harm upon return on account of torture, ill-treatment, or other serious breaches of human rights obligation. As an inherent element of the prohibition of torture and other forms of ill treatment, the principle of non-refoulement is characterized by its absolute nature without any exception. In this respect, the scope of this principle under relevant human rights law treaties is broader than that contained in international refugee law. The prohibition applies to all persons, irrespective of their citizenship, nationality, statelessness, or immigration status, and it appeals wherever a state exercises jurisdiction or effective control, even when outside of the state's territory. The prohibition of refoulement has been interpreted by some courts and international human rights mechanisms to apply to a range of serious human rights violations, including torture and other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. Everything that Biafrans have done is to make sure that this kind of political plan or political ambush on PM will be resisted. And constantly reminding this to Finland government is to enable them to understand that Biafrans are not novice, they know the law, they know what they're capable of doing, and they know what Nigerian government has wished and what they actually wanted. People are reacting on this post from DPM. Yeah, this our sister here also dropped a video of PM when he destroyed Nigerian passport, denounced Nigeria as as a country, as his country, and make sure that he embraces Biafra and Finland. So this is what people need to understand. There's nothing else you would want PM to do for him to for him to convince you that he's not, allegiance to whatever Nigeria is doing. He's actually doing what he's doing because he understands that this is my country, this is my people, and I need to protect them. And funny enough, everything is happening when other regions that are called Nigerianists are actually going through persecution, and the world are talking. A few days ago, European Union gathered and made pronouncement. They made speech and everything they said about Nigerian Christian genocide going on in the country is not actually peculiar to our people, but to other regions are facing this kind of issue. When you go to Benue State, Plateau State, when you go to Kwara State, when you go to even Ibadan, they are expressing this kind of one, attack to another, terrorism attack, nickname banditry. So we know all those things, but what I'm trying to say is this: Biafran actually know that reminding Finland that look at this is your law, that you are so eager to build reach yourself through Nigerian government stupidity by this is what they normally do. African countries, if I'm not mistaken, especially West Africans, they are just a kind of harvesting ground for the West, and they made it so easy. Like countries like France, Britain, Norway, these are countries that Finland has that just follow suit under Alexander Stubb. And that's why DPM made that pronouncement in her statement. She did not even say protecting PM from Finland. She said protecting PM from Finland president. So the man in charge is the one that are negotiating, that doesn't care where the wealth or where the favor comes from. As long as I can do these criminal activities for you, just rub my back, I rub your back of a thing. And that's not how country is being built. If you want to maintain the pedigree, the respect, the profile of your fathers, Finnish government, what all you need to do is to go and ask yourself some questions. What I'm doing now, is it necessary? Am I representing what our country is known for? What did my people fought for? Because they know what they went through in hands of Russia, and today they are not a sovereign nation, and it is very easy. I'm surprised that even in the fundraising, DPM says something about Finland president recognizing and pleading, working and supporting Palestinians to be a sovereign state, to have their own country. But the man is somehow detaining PM for, I don't understand. Is it all about, must you actually show your willingness to betray people, or to show because of what you're getting? I don't know this attachment between them and the Palestinians, but I believe that maybe brotherhood are behind that, playing their roles, using oil from Arabian oil and all that. Anything is possible. I'm just guessing. I don't have any classified information on this, but I'm just telling you. I'm trying to understand why they are so relaxed and so easy. It's very, very relaxed and easy going when it comes to Palestinians, or when it comes to Palestinians as a sovereign nation. This thing is about interest. It's about interest. Anyway, let me know what you think about all we discussed so far. Do you agree or disagree? And by the way, the reason why the picture of Uchechi, Maaz Uchechi and Dankono is here, because when DPM, if you go back to DPM post, if you pay attention there, you will understand that she said, that urgent need to protect PM from Finland president and Nigerian agent, of course, happen to be Biafran agent or Nigerian Biafran agent. What I mean by that, Biafrans by birth, but character-wise Nigerians, and they have voluntarily give up their rights or their conscience for them to. That conscience is actually transactional. they are making money from that because they devote their time to do the bidding of Nigerian state by sabotaging their brothers and sisters. And number one, when you hear this kind of thing, number one, in this modern age, number one, people that we the picture that we're supposed to appear in your mind is Uchechi and Dankono, and many other people. Many other people, you know them. I don't need to, if I begin to call the names, that means you have to start up a new video. So let me know what you think about all of this so far. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Remember what I told you about what I'm contemplating about fundraising. Take care of yourself and see you again. Day one.